Welcome to another episode of This Is My Opinion. And as always, welcome again. I'm your host, Kyle. And today we're going to chat about Dragon's Dogma 2. Uh, as you see, this is a follow up for my Dragon's Dogma 1 video. And what I'm going to say is very simple. This game is better in every single possible way than Dragon's Dogma 1. Point, ended, close the video. Way better, way bigger, more powers, more lore, more things. But again, as you're gonna see in my next video recommending a YouTube channel about those two videos, how Dragon's Dogma by Punk Duck and Dragon Dogma 2 is not what you think it is. This game is amazing. Is amazing how many intricate details and how many systems you have between them. It's amazing how the lore of the first and the second one basically merged together to be a full story. I cannot shout out more about this video specifically. The Dragon's Dogma 2 is not what you think it is because it's fantastic in every single possible way. He basically nails the lore between the first Dragon's Dogma, the second Dragon's Dogma, the story behind the creation of Dragon's Dogma. So a huge shout out for this guy. I know that I'm very very small, but this is basically my diary, my record for my personal self. And again, future Kaio, if you're seeing this video right now, just watch it. This masterpiece again. Huge shout out to this guy, and this makes me love Dragon's Dogma 2 so much more than the surface that I played the game because I went through every single thing that this guy describes. I went to confusion, I went to not knowing what to do, to repetitiveness, to try to understand, to see so much similarities. Because when you play in Dragon's Dogma 2, you're basically playing Dragon's Dogma 1 again. And it's amazing how every single detail is kind of incorporated on this game. Mm, amazing. But again, since I am the most hater critic in all data existence, I cannot give it a 10 for Dragon's Dogma 2. I can give it an 8 because the whole thing is this game is not perfect for a lot of reasons. Uh, the biggest one for me is okay, let's be fair. I'm not gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm not gonna give it a 10 because it's repetitive. A couple of times I just like I know that my mindset it wasn't ready to play that game, but when I was just walking around, tearing my brain off, and just enjoying the world, it was fantastic. When I wasn't trying to explore and finding new ways, new pathways, new enemies, hideouts, new monsters to hunt, it was marvelous. When I just want to get things done, it was frustrating. And all of those things were basically designed in that game for you to do it. I'm just saying that it drops a point for me because the way that I play that game. Instead of learning from my mistakes, I basically resetted the game twice on the last choice because I was dumb. I could have chose the thing that I already knew that is gonna move the story forward because I play Dragon's Dogma 1, but I was keep farming and never pass it on. And when I get to the second half of the game, the second quote unquote half of the game, I was basically done and I could not enjoy the game. So that was a mistake for me. So I'm probably gonna replay that game in the future, like in the far future, because it's a very heavy game. As you can see, it takes 31 hours if you go pretty straightforward. I think my playthrough was around 60 hours to Dragon's Dogma because and again, I didn't even do half of the side quests because you have so many hidden side quests that you need to do. For example, on this video, I discovered that you have uh, a Mandrak, a Sphinx. You have a Sphinx. I could not find the Sphinx on my game, and I played the fucking game 2.5 times, and I could not find the Sphinx. This game has so many layers and is so deep that is incredible the amount of love that the creator made this game. Again, you can buy, since the game is not a very recent one, you can buy this game pretty cheap. I don't know oh, because I log in on my Steam. But again, you can buy this game for like 50, 60% off now. This is like my Steam, so that's why it's in reais. But it's like 30 to 40 bucks. And again, so much fun, so much joy. If you like Western RPGs, if you like dungeon crawlers, if you like fighting giant
At
monsters,
last,
similar to
the
like
bell
Monster
has
Hunter.
tolled on the age of the consort.
Uh, again, watching the other guy's video is going to make so much sense because
Return!
this is basically a Monster Hunter game that it wasn't made because Monster Hunter was a freaking success. This game doesn't have the love and the appreciation from the gamers that they really need. I know that this game was like a huge success when it was released, but that's not enough. That's not fucking enough. This game is fantastic from top to bottom. In improving every single thing on the first one brings the story, the characters customization, the classes, the powers, the creatures, the ways to slay creatures, the lore, I didn't even fucking know. I was talking about the Manticore, the Sphinx. I didn't even reach the elves. When I was ending the game, when you go like to the second half of the game, that a big thing happens, and you just basically need to explore the whole world again. I found the elves village completely destroyed and I didn't know what happened there. I just noticed that it was an elfin village there because they were speaking a fucking different language. And again, all of those small little things that is completely missable if you don't get it right, if you don't explore enough, if you don't go with your adventure heart, you're gonna lose it, and the game does not hold your hand. This game is so much fun. The combat. The only thing that I kind of understand uh, is not be able to do a multiplayer on that game. I think if I play this game with my friend, just basically going around doing missions, do like monster hunting with my friends together in a party, I'm probably gonna have much more fun. I know that it's not lore accurate, but I don't know, maybe just go like a co-op system that you can basically take control of your friend's pawn. Pawn is basically your sidekick on the game, and just have play because you can control your character and you have three pawns accompanying you, so you can make a four co-op game. Just do you're the main character and your friend is your pawn. Again, I cannot describe. This game is beautiful. The lore is so much fun. The two things that the other thing that I don't like about this game was the fighting with the dragon. I think the dragon fight was kind of boring. Again, the other guy will explain why. I like the I'm not gonna lie, I like the dragon fight more on the first game, even though it's very close. And I like the results and the mystification and the ending slash future thing on the first one a little bit better because I think it's like a more close ended. Don't get me wrong. The ending of this game is fantastic. Is a completely slap in the face saying you know nothing, Jon Snow. Just try it again and try it better. Get all those missing things. Understand the hidden lore. You're a little piece of shit for trying to finish the game without even understanding things. And yeah, I was a little piece of shit. I'm not gonna lie. But man, this game was fun. The the I cannot even speak anymore. The 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 biomes that you have, even though it's a smaller map, you have like a dense forest, cities. You have ravines and rocky mountains. You have different types of abilities. You can mix match the abilities. And again, is it the other defect? Because I'm just again, I always record my videos after spending a couple of time after finish the game to let my emotions sink in. I know that I'm feeling that that the way that I'm speaking seems like I'm very emotional and that I very overwhelmed with my emotions, but it's not because when I finished that game, I was way more than that. But what I can say is I'm a very picky guy. I'm a person that like to not just understand the story that was presented to me. I know that I basically just learned like the face value story of Dragon's Dogma 2, but the face value story, especially on the beginning, like the main core part for the first act, it was very weak to me because I hate uh plot holes. When a story has a plot hole, I hate completely. Like for example, on that game, oh, you cannot do that because oh, they're not gonna believe you. But you're 100% sure they are going to believe you because you're the literally chosen one. Oh, but he's using other thing to control other pounds. Yes, but you're literally the only one who cannot die, and you're literally the only one who can summon new pawns. But again, I'm just probably missing something in the lore, and I'm just very being very picky. But yeah, that's me. And again, love Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm gonna give it a 9, not a 10 because it's very repetitive, and a couple of times you're just because even though this game was made for you to walk around the map and explore and understand more, I miss be able to put more teleport points because you cannot teleport, you cannot fast travel without having a very rare and specific item. Then without that item, you're just not be able to go everywhere very fast. I'm not wanting like an unlimited amount of those items, but if they could have give me like 5, I would be happy. I think in my whole playthrough, like twice, I get around 3 of them. It was very handy, but again, I think if I had like at least one more or two more, I would be a happier man and not being like a truck or a war horse that is just like walking around. Oh, that is the other thing. If you can give me a horse, don't give me more teleport points. Just give me a faster way to move around. For God's sake, just give me a horse. That is completely solves my issues. Maybe I can have a horse in that game, and I'm just dumb to notice. But I had enough just walking around. Just give me a fucking horse. And yeah, that is my end point. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you on the next one. Bye bye.